Attention military veterans and military personnel. This is Tracy from Lakewood College, and I am excited to announce the new partnership between ETA Associates and Jamal King's Make Real Estate Real. Give me a call so I can see if you qualify to receive the Make Real Estate Real with no out-of-pocket expense to you. I can be reached at 1-800-517-0857. My extension is 700. You may also visit us at www.money4vets.com. Again, that is money4vets.com. You may also schedule an appointment with me through my text-only number at area code 216-678-9933. I look forward to speaking with you all.
Man, we got to be careful the way we talk about things around our children. You know, the way, like, we got to stop letting them off the hook, because you can do it from 1 to 18, but they're going to go out in the real world. And not only are they going to go in the real world and come up against different people, man, don't put your child in a situation where they can't handle structure. They can't handle structure. They can't handle stress.
This week, our show is brought to you by our partner in crime, Organifi. Organifi is an organic superfood supplement line that makes quality, trusted nutrition convenient and accessible. Their most popular product, green juice, can supercharge your life, restore that glow, and help you feel decades younger in just 30 seconds per day without having to worry about shopping for ingredients, mixing and blending them, and then cleaning up afterwards. All ingredients are USDA organic, vegan-friendly, and made without GMO ingredients, gluten, or soy. Where else can you get superfoods like chlorella, moringa, spirulina, wheatgrass, ashwagandha, and turmeric, just to name a few? So make sure you guys check it out at www.organifi.com/success. That's ORGANIFI.com/success.
I wake up every single day, I am who I say I am, and I get what I get because I live in beast mode. Stop being gazelles. You're not average. You're not even good. You were born to be great.
What's going on, world? Welcome to another edition of the Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined live and in person with the Bayesian sensation.
What it do, y'all? What's
Carl
happening?
Wesley Phillips in the building. How you feeling, brother?
Oh, blessed, man. No complaint. Cold.
Don't lie to
blessed.
these people, bro. You got me up here.
No. As I turned and looked right across from C's head, y'all can't see it, but I'm talking about his icicles hanging off the building.
No, that's a. Don't ever call that an icicle. Icicle implies something like little. Them is glaciers hanging off that window. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, Dr. King. It don't look like it's much better out there in Chicago.
The difference between, I guess, me in Chicago and you out there in Michigan is that I don't look like how I feel out here, E. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got the skull cap on and the mittens on. CJ got the long johns on and all that.
Yeah. Well, the problem is, I'm going to be real with y'all. Since I moved away from this, my tolerance for it
low.
failed.
It's low.
You know what I'm saying? So,
it's low.
E, when you get back, E.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Why you got to bring me back?
Let me tell you something. This is, and I thought about. I was like, shoot. I guess I should have called E about it. But let me tell you something. I had the Escalade, and I drove it up here, right? And I ain't gonna lie, it had a crack when you gave it to me, E. I'm not gonna lie. It did have a crack.
Was it visible?
It was visible. Yeah, it was visible. It was invisible. Okay, so the crack might have been like 4 or 5 inches when I got it. And I was like, oh, okay, that ain't too bad. What my plan was, just ride it out, and then I would just let E take care of it whenever he got the truck back, whenever I got my new one. You know what I'm saying? So let me tell you something.
You should have gave CJ an inspection report like they do Enterprise rental car.
Yeah. Walk me around it. So look. So then, Carl, the further north we drove, the crack was like, literally, it literally started spreading. And my brother Train was like, yo, did this crack get bigger since we've been driving? Bruh, the whole, when I tell you the whole windshield now, dog, I'm talking about from corner to corner. It's just cracked up. So I was like, man, shoot, I feel kind of responsible because I've been driving it. But at the end of the day, it ain't my truck. Now, I did change the oil. That one was on me. You know what I'm saying? The miles is mine. But that crack should have been dealt with before I had the vehicle.
Cold-blooded.
Hey, but look though. Well, listen.
Sound like my mattress, Carl.
Hey,
It sound like my mattress.
We right back. We right back.
Hey, you know what's so funny though? I guess I ain't changed the windshield in a while, and I sure ain't changed it on no big truck like that, right? So, Carl, I was going through like, you know, the little safe light or whatever, and they was like, get you an estimate. I'm like, man, let me just eat my dog. You know what I mean? We done built a couple multi-million-dollar companies together. I'm going to just go ahead and take care of it. Bro, they start asking me like, okay, it's the Escalade. Okay, is it the ESV? Yes. Does it have the upgraded running boards? I'm like, this ain't got nothing to do with the glass. Then they said, do it got the heads-up display with the tint? I clicked yes to all of that. That sucker came back by $1,300. I called E like, hey, you got insurance? You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
I was about to take one for the 10 car until I seen 1,300. I said, no, me and Jada gonna have to split this car. You know what I'm saying? I got the call, boom, boom. But I did change the oil, brand new oil change.
I should ask though,
get it back.
Carl, did you ever experience that during the winter months?
What, the crack in the windscreen?
Yeah.
I've never had one.
That's crazy.
Never had one.
No.
Now, I mean, only if you've been on the expressway and a rock hit your car and it's got that one little crack. If you got that one little crack, it'll spread. Yeah,
so that never happened to you, Carl?
I'm talking about, I've heard the rock hit. I'm never cracked. Never had one.
Wow.
Y'all not understand what I'm saying. What happened was I left 75 degrees.
A couple hours.
And by the time we got to Lexington, it was...
That ain't even far.
I called E that night. There was an ice storm.
Spread them.
Bruh. I'm talking about it was an ice storm. So I'm talking about we came to the car. She was like, yeek. Bruh, I'm serious. Look at it when we go outside. It's crazy. All right. Hey, we didn't talk about Valentine's Day last time. So Maul, the audience would like to know, did you check your wife's stimulus for Valentine's Day? Were you able to recheck her stimulus? And you know what I'm saying? I done make her spit his water out.
Hey, E, I'm gonna just talk to you, E, because E, how many years of marriage you got, E?
That car caught all the way off
How many years of marriage you got, E?
It's 30.
You got 30, bro. I'm pushing 20. You know what I'm saying? So they don't know, these youngsters, you know what I'm saying? He got to learn about them stimulus checks.
Yeah,
the stimulus checks. It keep the marriage going, keep the flame going.
Did anybody do anything romantic? Do people want to know about y'all romantic side? You know what I'm saying? I did a little something, but I don't
let me start first because I know y'all always do the most. I did not do anything intentional. The kids had planned a little something for us. They had like a little scavenger hunt in the house and all that. Then to me, in the afternoon, we just went for a mall walk. We just kind of got out the house and just spent some time together. So low key. I know y'all got big plans.
Well, mall.
I'm not saying what I did for Valentine's Day. I'm gonna leave.
Well, you told us what you did the week before, so we just figured you were coming with the grand finale.
Momentum.
I plead the fifth. Just know that me and
Mo, tell me you took out a loan this time. You took out a loan.
Right. That's what I'm saying. We had a great dinner. We went out to dinner. It's funny, man. You talking to CJ, you got to watch your words.
I'm talking about all of them. All of them.
We had a great Valentine's Day, but the thing about it, y'all already know how I feel. I'm one of those people that on holidays, that's when I try to just not do. I try to do the rest of the days.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. So I focus on 364 days of trying to love my wife and show my expression of love. Yeah. And then let that one day be the day where it's just like I let everybody else do what they do with their spouses. So that's how I am. Christmas, birthdays, I try to always live in that spirit.
Carl, I noticed that you're not home in front of your computer. I just thought about that. So you're probably not going to be able to show that pic as of right now. Maybe we can post-edit it. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, guys. So y'all going to see it. So, okay, I can't do it right now, but y'all
Did you send it to us?
I sent it to Carl, yeah, but he don't have his computer right there, so he's
Well, let me see. Well, I can narrate it if you need me to. I'm a pretty good host here. I can show.
Yeah,
I got you.
What I was going to say, by
the
time Carl edits it, we could put the picture in the edit. So
but we still got probably 75% of our audience who just listens to the podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I want to explain to them. You know what? And a lot of y'all rock with us on the audio side because we didn't have video for years. We went 5 years with no video, so y'all got used to listening to us. And let me say something. Y'all come check us out on the YouTube as well.
It's just an enhanced experience because you get to see the visuals.
Yeah. What was it that you sent?
I just sent a ticket from
let me see.
So, Maul, this is the first time. This is the first time, Maul, we have done a family Valentine's. That makes sense, right? It's the first time. Now you're gonna be shocked when you try to narrate that. But for those of you who are watching it, you're gonna get a chance to see.
This is the message from Didi. Jada, I'm in tears. Thank you so much for the Valentine's Day decorations and gift. You literally made sure everyone in the house has something. Oftentimes people are depressed during certain holidays because they don't have a mate or they didn't get what they wanted. You are so amazing. I can't see the rest of it, but I'm talking about some elegant balloon spreads. We got rose petals, wine, all kind of stuff. A balloon. It's just beautiful. Beautiful setup here.
Yeah, I'm talking about. And Jada stayed up for hours and knocked that out. Stayed up for hours.
Man, you could tell. No, there's some effort put into this.
Yeah. So what we ended up doing, Ma, Didi and I, when we woke up that morning, I already knew what Boom Boom was doing. But when we woke up that morning, Didi and I was like, yo, this is crazy. Jada did something for all of us. So, but she doesn't have anything. So we went out and we got her something. We got Jalen something. And, we celebrated our children. We celebrated each other. We went and got a nice little spread. Of course, we're not necessarily dining in, but we went to the Olive Garden. That's Jada's favorite spot. So we went to the Olive Garden and got something for her. And, of course, for the entire family, had a nice little, nice little meal.
Did she know you used to work at the Olive Garden?
She does. She does. Way before her time, though.
Does she know that you served a bunch of pastors Hennessy?
She does not know that. I don't know that she read the book.
I never heard that story.
What? You never heard that?
I never heard that, bro.
Tell
them what happened.
Come on,
Maul, you know CJ, though.
What?
You know CJ, Maul. It wasn't Hennessy. It was
Crown Royal. Crown Royal.
Crown Royal. Well, it wasn't Crown Royal.
Hey, I'm talking about a whole pastor deacon board. He had them all lit. Don't lie. I'm making that up, E?
Oh, no, he's not making it up, Maul, but let me tell the story so that you can have a clear understanding. So what happens, Maul, is during what they would call, it was like homecoming, Maul, alumni weekend, right? So I worked at the Olive Garden, and all these pastors, of course, everybody comes back to Oakwood for the alumni weekend experience. And so a group of pastors came to the Olive Garden. I was working there, Maul. And so, I'm like, let me serve them, and I knew a couple of them, you know what I'm saying? So I was geeked up, had them in a real big, I was probably 20, 21.
Okay.
21.
All right, just want to set the scene. Baby hip hop preacher.
Yeah, so I was geek, Maul, because I didn't serve alcohol, right? I didn't serve alcohol. And but I was a bus boy, but they let me serve sometimes because I did such a good job. So I put them in the private section. I don't know if you've ever been to Olive Garden, but every Olive Garden has a private section, right? And so I put them in the private section.
Of course, Maul ain't never been to no Olive Garden. Olive Garden is for the poor.
Bro, we've been
Maul ain't never seen an Olive Garden.
We've been to Olive Garden.
Maul talking about, they got a private room, huh? Real VIP back there.
Yeah,
see, every time we go, we get that Wagyu.
Exactly. Yeah, right. They got an A5 at Olive Garden. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go for it.
So Maul, I got them in there. I'm geek, Maul. I'm serving, and you know what I'm saying? I'm geek, Maul. So they order all their food, and so they was like, yo, we want virgin strawberry daiquiris. So I was like, bet, I got you. So went and got them all virgin strawberry daiquiris, right? So later on in the day, because it's a bunch of them, you know how it is, Maul. They in the private section, so they ain't in no rush. So they was like, yo, can we get another virgin daiquiri? I was like, no questions asked. Another round. I was like, no questions asked. So I went and told the bartender, I was like, yo, do me a favor. It's on me.
Unvirgin
Give them all
knees.
another.
Unvirgin
give them all.
Go
give them
ahead
all
and
another
these
version
out.
of.
Go ahead and thought these drinks out.
Version daiquiris, Ma. Hey, Ma. And I wish I had taken the assessment years ago, because I would have known as a high, flight attendant, emotional, that I'm not necessarily detail oriented.
Details.
You feel me? So my man was like, "What you want?" I was like, "Yo, let me get 8 of those strawberry virgin daiquiris again." He said virgin. I was like, "Yeah." He said, "You ain't say virgin the first time."
And let me tell you, them pastors was geek. They was like, "Let's go, run it back, same exact way."
Virgin again.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Ma, they had the extra version strawberry daiquiri. And so he told me, he was like, yeah. He said, but here's what he told me, Ma. He said, but for you, the only good thing for you is we literally ran out of alcohol. So when I made them, he was like, I ain't give him what I would normally give him. But he was like, I have no problems with a strawberry this time. Yeah, and so I was kind of hurt, Ma, because I was like, they might be able to taste the difference in that chocolate. They might be
keep
like,
it consistent.
Wow. Unbelievable.
So yeah, Ma, I did serve.
So you was in the middle of another story. You was at Olive Garden. Y'all hit the Olive Garden.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot
that's
all
a
about
place
that.
where they have free breadsticks and salad, and they take your order and they sing to you. It's your birthday, stuff like that, Ma. So
Hey,
I know you know.
You know what's crazy though, Ma? I called the Olive Garden at 11 on the nose. And they told me it was going to be a 45-minute wait because of Valentine Day. I was like, what in the world? But anyway, I guess recently in Cali, they opened back up because we've been closed here. Yeah. But anyway, we brought the food home. Man, we blessed the kids with like some, what you call necessities, Ma. Like not stuff that they don't need, but we brought stuff that they like a lot and that are, that's needed. Got Jada some, Irish, March coming up, gave her part of the heritage. I gave her a Black Panther shirt for the black side, and I gave her the, the Irish boy for the, what I'm saying, for my grandfather. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, but we had a real good time. We end up watching. Is it Judas and the Messiah? Was that what?
Oh yeah, we watched
I've
that
been
too.
seeing it. Is it good?
Yes.
I just been seeing it pop up. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's solid.
It's real, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's solid.
It's real.
Yeah,
but,
you did a great job.
But we watched that as a family, Ma. And we had a pretty good chill day. We didn't really go out and do much, but we had a pretty good, we had a pretty solid, Valentine, man. My Jalen's leaving, so he's been here for a minute. That's been fun. But he headed back to the A, I think, tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
So he headed back to the A. So he'll see CJ in a few days whenever they get there, So, yeah, man. But overall, very, very, very good one. But my wife did say to me, I got her a Valentine's Day gift. She did say to me she was tired of being locked in and not being able to travel. So I called CJ, and I think I'm going to take her to Cabo for a week.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Now, did you say take her to Cabo? Or did you say, I couldn't hear. It was an echo.
List?
Did you say take her to Cabo or take us, all of us to Cabo?
Whoever. That's on y'all.
I just got your oil changed in the car, and then now you talking about you just. Man,
you need security, bro. You need security.
Yeah, but don't bring C because he let the whole frame just blow out. He didn't want to put no tip down.
You know what I'm saying? Let me say this. Valentine's Day was cool. I got a daughter
You was
now.
here though.
Yeah, I was here, but I got a daughter now though, so I had to like make sure.
Yep,
You know
no
what I'm
question.
saying? I ain't gonna lie. I came in the house with all kind of stuff, and Candace it was messed up because she was standing there in the kitchen, and I came through with like a big thing of flowers and like a card and bear and all that, and she looked at me like, "Oh, I shouldn't be looking at this because it was the night before." I was like, "This ain't yours. Relax." But on Valentine's, so believe it or not, Candace's favorite steakhouse in the world is right here in Lansing.
Wow.
Yeah. Bodie's.
What's the name of it?
It's called Bodie's.
Wow.
Bro. Fire. And we done been to our fair share of steakhouses, and her favorite one is right here, I promise you. And it's incredible. They do a great job. I promise you the whole restaurant only hold about 8 people. But the chef there, incredible, right? So let me just tell y'all something. This is what now this is not me bragging, but I've been around some ballers, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like I've been around Maul and Josh long enough. Okay, so here's what happened. So I just figured for Valentine's Day, you know, you can't go nowhere. You don't really want to sit down like that. You know, I'm with my folks, so we trying to maintain the social distancing, so you don't really want to sit in no tight space. So I figured I would just get like a takeout and then set up, you know, a nice little situation at the Airbnb, right? So Carl, I call him thinking I'm doing, you know me, I'm a pilot. I ain't necessarily thought this the whole way through. I'm just like, yo, I'm going to go get the joint. You know what I'm saying, E? I'm going to just call him up. But I thought I was, you know, really on my air traffic control.
Version daiquiris.
Right. So I called him the night before. And I was like, yo, check it out. I'm going to order some stuff, you know what I'm saying, for me and my wife tomorrow. I'll pick it up.
Right.
Do I need to call early in the day or like, should I place the order now? So, of course, the young lady talking. She like, we're actually not taking any to-go orders. We're not doing any orders, and we're already full for Valentine's Day, so sorry. I said, no.
You're not hearing what I'm saying.
I'm in the L. It's this or Olive Garden. You know what I'm saying? It's this or Olive Garden. So I said, can I talk to the manager, please? So I got the manager on the phone, and long story, shout out to him, you know what I'm saying? Long story short, I just had to throw in the Josh and Maul, like, look, I don't know how to say this, but if somebody take my order right now and have this food ready tomorrow,
boss moves.
You getting ready to get blessed. I ain't gonna say what, but I'm just letting you know it's gonna be worth your while. My man said, can you pick it up at 5? I said, absolutely. And let me tell you something, when I got there, they knew because it was the only pickup order of the day. My man and the chef came out. Chef was like, oh, there you go. He walked right out the back, was like, this your bag right here. I said, yes, sir.
Boss
so look,
moves.
man, you know what I'm saying? I'm just happy to be in the number, dog. You know what I'm saying? You have a couple dollars. Your respect level goes up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It don't make a break.
Facts.
Now, Maul, I just sent you and Carl a pic, and this is why I'm not taking C to Cabo, because he spent all that money on a steak, but he didn't do this right here. Go ahead and show him, Carl. He didn't do this. This is the problem I got with CJ. Let him see it. Let him see it. I ain't even want to send it to him.
What's that?
Can you see it, Mom?
Yep. I see it.
This is why I ain't taking him to Cabo right here. This is why I'm not. Can you explain what this? Can you explain what this is, Maul? Carl, one of y'all.
Come on. What is it? I ain't got it.
It says love offering at the bottom.
Love offering.
It says love offering at the bottom.
And
one of them say sewing up.
Sewing up. Yeah.
You see that? How much did they sew up, Maul?
Ooh, 1,000.
Come on, and C ain't sold up yet. I keep telling them he ain't giving the love offerings, bro. It's people sending the love offerings, Maul.
Man, somebody said, hey, send me that 1,000 so I can get your windshield fixed. I think that might have been for me. She might have got confused where that was supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I got a fair file, though, for y'all real quick. I don't really want to do no podcast. I'm just letting y'all know today I'm just not in the mood. It's snowy. I just want to hang out with my dog.
We are recording, huh?
Listen, I don't know. Did we start recording?
We are recording.
Okay.
Maul, are you recording?
No, I had a fair file because, listen, my homie called me, right? And I was like, oh, this is a good fair file to bring to the podcast. And so now he been working out for Carl maybe a year with this trainer, right? But let's say the results. Let's just say he ain't
getting Maul's results.
No, he's not looking like Maul. Okay, so he looking like Maul if Maul ate at the Olive Garden every night. You know what I'm saying? He called me. He said, "Man," he said, "I need to talk to you, bruh." He said, "This workout thing, you know, I'm not handling my business, and it finally came to a head." I said, "Really? What happened?" He said, "Well, I'm posting my workouts online."
No question.
He said, my trainer hit me up, was like, "Hey, do me a favor, don't ever tag me in another workout you do ever in your life." So I was like, whoa, are you serious? He said, yeah, he said, no, he was dead serious. He said, don't tag me ever again. And he said, I was hurt. He was like, I understood, but I was hurt. But I was saying, wow, fair or foul, he's still paying them. So I'm saying, is it fair or foul on the trainer behalf to still be taking the bread? But
no
then you telling him, don't tag you in the post.
You're not doing what but you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. So that don't have nothing to do. That don't have nothing to do with me. That's why I keep all my clients secret until they blow up. You know what I'm saying? Vic put up 32, so I'm like, let's go. Let's put it all out there. You know what I'm saying? But no. I think that's on the Maul knows. It's not just on the trainer. You got to follow the explicit instructions of the trainer, bro. So if you ain't doing what I tell you to do, don't be blasting me out like that.
Yeah, he done gained a few pounds since he started working with the trainer.
Oh, yeah, that's bad.
You know what, though?
So the trainer was like, yo, don't put my ad in that joint.
Yeah, he should charge more.
I'm saying, why should he charge more?
Because you making me look stupid out here in these streets.
You're wasting my time.
You wasting my time, man.
So y'all think my man fair for telling me he's still taking his money now?
Yeah, he should be.
So I'm technically still a client, and you are my trainer. Yeah. So I'm just, maybe it's something wrong with the trainer.
But does trainer
after a year though? You probably should have stopped training after a year.
Absolutely.
Right, but does the word trainer actually equal success?
But if my man's still writing the check, he like, look, I'm gonna keep saying, I still got a business to run. You know what I'm saying?
And no, here's what I tell some of my players. Some of y'all listen and y'all get results right away.
Yeah.
Some of y'all ain't doing what I'm telling y'all, and it's taking a little longer.
Yeah,
so don't put that on me, because I can show you some. Here's the deal. If you can't show any other client that is getting results, then you should shut your establishment down. But if you got 5 or 6 of them killing the game and you not, it's on you, bro. It ain't on me.
Right. Yeah, no. I think y'all misunderstood me. I'm saying the client should have been stopped paying.
Yeah.
Like you a year in, bro. And you ain't lost no way. Imagine how he look if
he wasn't. You know,
that's right. If he would have stopped. If he would have stopped, though, what was he looking like?
I only gained 20. Without the trainer, I might have gained a smooth 80. You know what I'm saying? It's all relative, baby. You know what I'm saying? Maul, what say you? You the only one not talking, the only one with a personal trainer. You know what I'm saying?
I think I'm over here freezing on y'all. I don't know what's going there. Go.
Oh no, we see you. You good?
Yeah. Okay.
You good? Come on.
It's froze again. All right, but whatever.
Oh no, you frozen now. You called it. You called it.
Yeah. Okay. Maul froze. We'll hear from our resident trainee. Maul was with the trainer earlier. When I want to thank y'all too for doing. This is back-to-back Monday podcast. I know me and E had a little smoke last week, so I tried to do it on the lighter tip. Like I realized that E, because he's a flight attendant, he likes to he has to be eased into the convo. So I called him up just like on some, hey, how you doing? You know, and so we about to get a crazy snowstorm here. And I got my computer with me, so I could have done the Zoom boy, but I ain't have my audio. So I ain't wanted, so I was like, hey, E, I know it's Monday. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, oh, no problem, see? Last week when I just tried to tell him it was Monday.
No, Carl. Carl, if he doing it for the people, I'm all about that life. But when you're doing it for your little selfish purposes and you bullying me, I got a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? You done put your foot in my neck. I'm like, bro, how you gonna put your foot in my neck and you the one need me to do this?
Exactly.
But today he came with, hey, E, I don't want to, I could do it this way, but the people. And we don't want to get the people inferior.
Right.
Hey, he spoke your language.
He spoke my language. It's the people.
Yeah.
I was like, let's go. Power to the people. Power to the people.
And shout out to that shirt you got on too. I'm gonna sound so ignorant, but I think I know everybody but Gordon. Who's Gordon?
Don't say that. Flash Gordon. See, don't say that.
Oh, Flash Gordon. Okay.
It didn't fit the context at first.
No, I did. Yeah, I did.
I'm acting silly.
Okay. Who is it? Serious.
I don't have the slightest idea.
I said Gordon. Who's Gordon in the movement? Carl, we need to look that up. Who is Gordon in the civil rights? Because I see, I know Frederick Booker T.
I don't know that it's in the what do you call it? See, Black History movement. It's saying that this was Whip Peter was known as an enslaved African American who escaped from Louisiana plantation. So he wasn't necessarily in the civil rights movement. Yeah, Gordon wasn't necessarily in the civil rights movement. He's just a public figure in Black history, but not necessarily, he wasn't in the civil rights movement. So you know how you got like Nate, Box Turner, you know what I'm saying? How you got different
okay,
figures
I got
in there.
you.
Yeah, but he wasn't in the civil rights movement like as a leader.
Bro, I was sitting over here with Carl for a minute. I said, who is Gordon on E? I said, man, I'm decent with
what
Black
happened
history.
was you saw Frederick Douglass, you saw Malcolm,
sure.
Booker T. Washington, Langston Hughes, and you was just thinking,
Gordon, yeah. He said Flash Gordon. Hopefully we'll get Maul back shortly. I don't want to start the podcast until until we get him in. Oh, he got it.
Maul said the snowstorm hit them already.
Oh, Maul got took out by the snowstorm. Lord have mercy. We give him a couple minutes, see if he can get back. When we take a little bathroom break and come right back. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, no, he may not be able to come in with the hookup. So
let's give it a minute.
Going and we just drop him in there.
You don't think he gonna be back?
Nah, he won't be back with that snow I'm seeing y'all getting.
Bruh.
No, it's real. No, I'm saying Chicago getting beat down. Okay, hold on. He trying to get back.
Yeah, he trying to get back in.
Okay.
Cool. In the meantime, shout out to LeBron. No particular reason. I just wanted to say shout out to LeBron because I saw him dunk from half court last night. You know what I'm saying? I saw LeBron dunk from half court last night. You see that?
I ain't see it.
Fam.
Man, that was Photoshop.
One dribble from half court, and he dunked that joint. I promise you.
It's possible, Mo. I saw Mike do it. I saw Michael Jordan do it before, so it's possible.
Mike hit on Jordans, though.
Okay. I'm just saying it's possible that it could be done. I saw Mike do it, so it's humanly possible.
See, don't engage. See, don't do it. Don't
No.
Okay, please.
I ain't got
humanly possible.
Hey, shoot. Does Serena play? Is she playing right now?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
She plays tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow? You sure?
Well, depending on the time, it's Monday, so she plays tomorrow. But I'm just saying she is playing number 2 seed in the world. So by Thursday, when they listening to this, I'm not sure what's going to happen.
Hey, you got to give me the heads up text when she play, because when she in Australia, I promise you, them times crazy. So you know what I mean.
Hey, and Venus got hurt,
right? I'm not trying to be funny, but Venus has had struggles with her health,
hurt.
like serious struggles for a while now.
Yeah,
she would be doing much better.
Yeah, for sure. No, Venus, she definitely. And again, it's crazy. Just they age, they still dominate.
Still 40.
Because I remember back in the day. Remember you hit like 23.
It's a wrap.
In women's tennis, and it was like your peak was over. So, shout out to Serena. Hopefully she get that done. Maul, welcome back, brother.
Man, bro. Hey, this storm ain't no joke, man.
The storm tried to take you out.
Let's get 10, 15 minutes of a podcast
before you go.
Okay. All right. So let me set this up. Basketball related, right? But not basketball related. So I was talking to E the other day. I'm obviously home back in Michigan. My mom had went through all these pictures, right? So I was going through all the old photos and stuff, right? Your mom got all the stuff out. And man, I saw a picture of my homie, man. Rest in peace, Jabril Goins. Shout out to him, his family. Much love. Rest in peace. Good brother, man. Died way too early. He's my age. He passed away maybe a couple years ago. But that was my dog. One of them cats, from 6th grade on, we just had every class together, just solid dude, family dude. And he passed away, rest in peace. But it was crazy, right? Because I was looking at the pictures and I was like, man, I got so many great memories with him, right? And one of my favorite memories of Jabril was me and Train were talking, I was like, yo, Jabril had a superpower and he knew how to use it. And I want to talk about something because I think we've talked about superpowers before, what's your superpower? And of course, the book I wrote for Trey and everything else. But it was crazy, right? Jabril, he wasn't really he was great at football, but when it came to hoop, he ain't really had a hoop game like that. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't no baller. But it was crazy, Carl, because you would look up at lunch and he would be the 2nd or 3rd pick in the whole gym. Now, he might have been the 10th or 11th best hooper player there, just in terms. He wasn't nasty, but just he ain't had, you know what I mean, that type of game. So, but he would be picked up 2nd or 3rd every single time. And it was crazy, Carl. The reason that he would get picked up is because nobody wanted him to be on the other team. So you didn't pick him up because he was just going to jay you out and have your team win, but nobody wanted to play against him. You know why? He played the hardest defense known to mankind. Not only that, he would argue every call to the death. I'm talking about Jabril would be like, no. I'm talking about he would stop the whole lunch. I mean, we would stand there for 45 minutes and he would be like, shoot for it. He just was he was a pit bull. But it was crazy because it was other cats who could hoop better than him that had to sit on the sideline, and Jabril was in the middle of every big game we ever had and was on the court and had to be on the court. And the best players in the gym, myself, Kyrie, Kev, whatever, we would always try to get him on our team. And I was like, yo, like, I love the fact that he was able to find his niche. And I think a lot of times, guys, and this is where I'm going with this now, Maul, and Maul has it too, but like, it's easy to look at E and go, okay, well, he can speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's his superpower. But it's really not. You know what I'm saying? Like, those of us who know that E's superpower is not necessarily speaking, right? It's his work ethic is his superpower, right? My boy Jabril, his superpower wasn't necessarily hooping. It was the intangibles that he brought. So Carl has superpowers that are obviously we can see him. We all know about him from, the exterior. But now let's talk about the interior and those intangible variables because there's so many times that we talk. The invisible intangibles, right? Yeah. And there's so many times that we think about our gifts. And I think people you might look at Toby and be like, oh, well, he could just rap so great. So there's his superpower. I ain't got that. Okay, well, CJ, he a branding expert. He just born with that. Oh, I don't got that. Yeah. Oh, Carl, he could just do everything. I don't got that. I ain't born with that. Oh, Maul just, knows real estate. No, there are underlying things that I think if you were to tap into, that may not be necessarily like your biggest overt superpower. There's those underlying things. So I want to know from you guys, what do you, with the exception of, excluding your outright gift that people may look at and be like, yo, that's it. What would you say your invisible intangibles have been in helping you to get to where you are now?
Bro, I told this story. I was in my book, Maul. I'm writing now, so I wrote the story in my book. But see, I got off. I was on a flight. I don't know if I ever told it here before, but I was on a flight. Jordan was, I'm talking about weeks old, and the flight is about to land. And again, obvious air pressure, whatever. He starts wailing. Tamisha would usually try to nurse him around that time. So again, affect the air pressure. Yeah. He wasn't nursing. I'm talking about cane. I think we had something else, whatever. Nothing would work. And it's like literally 10 to 15 minutes of him wailing. And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just sitting here like, yo, it ain't nothing I can do. It's not like something that I could panic about. So in my normal self, I'm just like, hugging my man, consoling, patting him. And I'll never forget, I got off the flight. As soon as the plane landed, boom, he was good. I got off the flight, and this lady walked up to me. I ain't seen the lady on the flight. She walked up to me and said, yo, I've never seen a more, apt display of patience. And I was like, all right. Like, again, in my mind, it ain't nothing I know. Like, it ain't nothing I could do. But and I didn't have the discussion with her, but I guess I just kept thinking, I guess other people might have reacted a different way. But for me, just to get to your point, patience, dude. Yeah. Like for real, it's nothing that, have you ever seen me for real get upset and scream? I just have this amazing ability to be patient. It's going to work out. Let's just keep pushing. I'm not going to quit. I'm patient. And that's something that, let me say it like this, I didn't value for a long time. Yeah. To me, it was like the passive thing. Which one of y'all? It was the passive thing. You passive. And I saw the negative side of it. And the truth is, dude, it's such an asset. It's a lot of people, let me just be point blank. It's a lot of people dead right now because they want no patience. You went following somebody in a road rage and you got shot, hit, whatever. Yeah. But I'm just saying, patience as one of these little simple virtues, but that has been an amazing asset for me in my life.
100%. E, Maul?
Oh, go for it, Maul.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I would say, man, those things for me has been my vision. I used to think vision was something that everybody was born with, but it wasn't until later on when I got older, I saw that everybody was born with sight, right? And a lot of people wasn't even born with sight, but I know, right? Yeah, but, but at the time I just thought that everybody was seeing the things that I saw. I believe that I got a gift of vision where I can not just see the things that's in front of me, but I can see the things 5, 10, 20, 30 years down the road.
Give us an example, Mo.
Say that again, bro.
Give us an example.
Example. When you talking about my children, when they were very young on, I remember getting them into asking them what sport they wanted to play and knowing that one day they're gonna want to go to college. One day they're gonna want to get a scholarship, or one day they're gonna want to be put in this position. So I literally saw how they would end up becoming one day. And then I went and started writing down, this is what it takes. I never played tennis. We talking about Serena. That's what made me bring up tennis. I never played tennis. I didn't know the steps, but I went and worked and found out the information to position them. So now when they're 16, 17 years old, that they could be where they're at right now.
That's good, Ma.
So that's just that vision where it takes, and this is something else, that type of vision takes commitment and dedication. I'm sitting back thinking, man, my oldest daughter is 16, and she started playing tennis when she was 4. Like, dude, imagine.
Wow.
Oh, but I saw the 17. Matter of fact, I saw past 17. I saw her as a 20-year-old. But I had to come all the way back now at age 4 and say, okay, I know we got a long route to go. It's a long way to go, but this is where it starts at. Mm-hmm. And so, but I think that type of vision, that type of dedication, that type of commitment, that's something that I use in real estate also. You know, imagine, bro, you got to renovate a property, and this property just looks terrible. It's in its worst form. And you have to, in order to renovate this property, you have to see it completed.
That's good.
I need everybody to hear that. In order to renovate this property, you have to see it already finished. Yeah. In that same exact way, I use that for my life, my children's lives. In order for us to accomplish something today, we have to see it finished and completed already tomorrow. So I got to see the finished product of what it is that I'm starting to fix today. And I think something else that I think, Carl, when you were just talking about, I think another gift that I got, I think I got a gift of faith. I think a lot of people, man, when you look at different things and different situations, things you're trying to fix and build, you have to really believe that it's possible. And you got to have a kind of faith where you just saying, hey, I know all this stuff is going to happen. I know it don't look good. I know the cards are stacked against me, but I just believe that as long as I keep working, that it's going to come through. I'm going to finish that thing that I'm, seeking. So I think those are the things, bro, that just keep me, my vision, my commitment, dedication, work ethic, and faith.
That's good. That's good.
I asked for one. Maul gave me 17.
I can't give you one, bro. It's like you asking me,
got so many.
What you put in your salmon? I can't just sit back and be like, oh,
Lowry,
cheese.
Lowry.
Yeah, I gotta give you all the ingredients, bro. If I don't give you all the ingredients, it ain't gonna taste right.
Lowry.
If I say he just told you, see, it's just vision, and you don't do the other, you ain't got the faith, the commitment, the dedication, the work ethic, then it ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
Hey, we don't use Lowry's anymore. We use Breakfast Club seasoning. Let me tell you something. You don't need nothing else.
You don't
need nothing.
That's just like I was just trying to be culturally relevant. See, I'm sorry.
Hey, next week I'll put it on the screen. Y'all can go get it. But and this ain't no ad. I ain't got no money for this. Marcus, you owe me some money after this, bruh. The Breakfast Club seasoning, bruh. I'm talking about like take your Lowry's, buy 3 more and throw them all away, and then use the Breakfast Club season on everything, bro. I promise you.
You're not lying.
My brother is a bootleg chef, but he fire. You know what I'm saying? He think he, on the Food Network.
You turn him on to it?
Bro, he don't use nothing but it. And he picky, bro. He picky. Yeah. He was like, bro, that's what I use. So I'm going to put y'all on game next week. I promise y'all. Anything. I'm talking about salmon, your meats, everything you got.
Popcorn. Bro, I put that on popcorn
everything.
the other day.
Bro, no, it's that good, bro. It's that good.
You already know what I put it on. Tell them, Carl.
Oh, I don't even know. I ain't had it yet, so I'm over here fuming that everybody else got it but
just
me.
Think about it. I'll say this. Bruh. I'll give you a hint, Carl.
What's up?
And Jordan.
Oh, what do you call it? You putting it in any sandwich that you got.
Yeah, absolutely. And the more important sandwich, the egg sandwich.
No,
absolutely.
No, listen,
absolutely.
as a C-level
I would
chef,
have to say.
You hear me, E?
Yeah,
I was just gonna say, as a C-level chef, I use Lowry's on everything, and now I promise you, Breakfast Club got my stuff tasting.
No, that's what I used to use back in the day. And he just sent me the stuff. I didn't even initially pay for it. He just sent me a whole bunch of stuff, and I was like,
no, I ordered some for my pops.
It's
my
free.
brother.
Let me try it. Yeah, without question. But everything they touch at the Breakfast Club. What's the other spot? See,
culture.
Culture. Yeah. So
crazy.
Now before I go with mine, I got C said something, and I didn't tell y'all this, man, because it was so devastating. But I lost a lot of people in the last couple of days. But Bob's brother, who's right. It's kind of like CJ and Train. Bob, and most of y'all read the book about my boy Bob, where his brother Bill just passed, and they just had his going home celebration.
Rest in peace.
On Saturday. And to your point, man, I gotta, Bill, man, y'all know Bob, but Bill was like C, the big brother, and Bob had older brothers that were, a little like 5-6 years older. Bill was like almost, like not even, I think maybe a year, less than maybe right there, C, 13 months, like you, 13, 14 months. And man, we call him Bill Blast, and so we lost, man. Bill, man, was our protector when we were, running the streets. Bill had the car first, the license first. Bill did everything, man. He was the scholar, hood scholar. You know what I'm saying? Bill remind me of the dude on, man, what is it? See, A Living Color. When he conspiracy, it's COE conspiracy. Bill was well read, bro. Before I went to college, Bill was that guy, man. So to Bob, Marky, Wayne, rest in peace, man, to Bill Blast, man. But I was gonna say one of mine, I'm not gonna get in trouble like you, Maul. I'm gonna try to stick to one, even though I know there are many. I don't want to be joked, Maul. Right. Is looking after and looking out for people before it's needed. And I want to put that caveat there, Maul, because a lot of people look out for you once they realize you're of importance.
Oh yeah,
right.
Like a lot of people got that gift, Maul. Once they realize you somebody, then all of a sudden they want to look out for you. They want to start buying you food, picking you up, dropping you off. They want to do things for you. But one of the gifts that I picked up at a very young age is you never know who's somebody. You don't know who somebody is. You never know who quote unquote important. And so, man, my whole life, man, I have showed as much revere and respect for the janitor, and would go and get the janitor some food just like I would the principal when I worked at Wood Creek Elementary. And so that's just been one of my gifts, man, looking out for people, making sure that people who God has put in my circle of influence, that if I anticipate a need, what I'm saying? Like, Mom, people they can feel a need when they figure out it's a need. God has given me the ability to be able to anticipate a need before it's a need, and be like, yo, bro, you need this. Or you don't even know you're going to need this, but let me do this for you now, or make you think about it now, because a year or two from now, you're going to need it, So that's just one of the gifts I have. And even in our circle of influence, there are certain things that I don't bring to the table, but if C like, hey, E, I want to, do X, Y, and Z, I'm like, oh yeah, I know somebody that run the arena, you know what I'm saying? Or I know the drummer that plays for her. I may not know that artist, but I know the drummer. And back in the day, I took him out to lunch. I got you, C, or Carl might be E. I'm going up to I'm like, oh, I don't need to stand in line, Carl. Ask for so-and-so when you get there and tell her ET sent you, And so that's one of the things that I bring to the table. Again, I don't have a lot of gifts, but one of them is when you need a hookup, or when you running with me, it ain't gonna be 6 degrees of separation. When you running with me, it's no degree of separation. I know somebody. If I don't know the person, I know somebody that knows that person. So that's one of my gifts, and I've used it. I'm trying to explain to those of you who are out there, it's like, well, how do we use an intangible gift? It's just that. To Maul's point, you have a vision, and you see how that gift you have can be a blessing to not only you, but the community that you're in.
Hey, does this apply to the windscreen?
Oh yeah, no doubt. I hadn't called. I hadn't made the call yet, but I got it.
You know what I'm saying? I called him already to see if he knew somebody. The reason I'm saying this, guys.
Yeah, and Carl, I don't know if you can see it, but I know him. I got it right here. I just have to. Once it's over, I'll make the phone call and make it happen.
Let's go.
See, what's yours?
I don't have
and
one.
Only one, because we know you got a lot.
Right,
only one.
Come on, I want to hear this, bro.
He already said he was the best basketball player.
You heard that? Did you hear that?
Athlete. I heard it.
Hey, right. Bro, go check the record. Dwight Rich Middle School. My jersey's in the Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? I don't get into my old sports bag often, but trust me, I don't want them problems.
But when I do,
it's certified. I promise you. I get all kind of evidence. Okay, listen. Let me say this because I never really thought about this, but I think one of my invisible intangibles, honestly, I would say loyalty without flinching. Bro, I'm just being real. I told E we had this private conversation, and I'm so confident in that. I said, E, you named me one time where I flinched. When me and E had our little thing, I was trying to explain to E. I was like, E, you ain't. I'm talking about we've been through a lot. I'm talking about a lot. Good, bad, indifferent, up, down, left, right. You know what I'm saying? Just crazy stuff happening. Bruh, I have never, ever, 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 not one time flinched and been like, yo, maybe I need to. Not one time. And so I honestly think that's something that most people wouldn't see and be like, yo, that's a gift. But I'm telling you,
it is.
Through literally like feeling like less of a man, through feeling like you can't pay no bills, you can't take your girl out, you borrow money from your mom, you know what I'm saying? People looking at you like you crazy, you know, stuff not working the way it's supposed to work. Bro, I never flinched. So if you want to attribute one of the reasons that I'm in the position I am today, I think is the for me never flinching. And E knows that. You know what I'm saying? Like E feels that. He could say, I don't know if there's anybody in his life with the exception of his kids and his wife who ain't never.
I can't say all my kids, but I feel.
Okay, I'm just saying. But I think I'd say beyond the whatever gifts y'all think I got or that people in the world may be like, oh, see, dope at that, he dope at this. Yeah, it's cool to be dope at stuff, but it's also hard to never flinch. Mm-hmm. And I looked E in his face and was like, bro, name a time when I even remotely. And again, we are where we are now. And had I flinched a couple of times, or had I been like, yo, even when I did the substitute teaching, like I did go, I ain't never flinched though. I was just looking for a couple dollars on the side. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't going nowhere. And I think a lot of people, again, and the reason I wanted to say some of these gifts and stuff like this is because this is stuff you could do tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like the one I'm talking about not flinching had nothing to do with my skill. Bro, I literally just stood in there. I gave a man my word, and I kept my word. That don't make me necessarily sweeter than nobody, but think about how many people you gave your word and you flinched. Mm-hmm. I didn't. E talk about it all the time. I told y'all, me and E got married. I'm the husband, he's the wife, but we got married. But here go the thing. When you get married.
Why I gotta be there?
Because I'm taller. You know what I'm saying? But seriously, when you get married, E, you said it over the weekend in your sermon. You said sickness and health.
Yeah.
You said to death do his part.
Facts.
You said for better or worse, for richer or poor. And when I internalize that, that's who I am. Again, that's going to be an invisible superpower for me that you might not see. I'm not going nowhere, bro. Even now, like I promise you, he probably 10 times over good if he never talked to me again in his life. He don't need me for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got more money than he know what to do with. You hear me? Going to Olive Garden just because he's trying to keep his roots solid. You know what I'm saying? Got nothing to do with his fiscal situation. But
I don't eat steak, Marlo. I probably would go to some of them spots, Marlo.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just not going to spend $80 for some chicken.
but so to answer your question, Marl, I would say
that's good.
And again,
good.
to everybody, good. Again, I never flinch. So I would say that would be one of mine. Now, what would y'all say in terms of, because I'm really trying to think now, again, I want to help people. I don't want you to be feeling like this is theory. For those people who are out there going, man, okay, like my natural superpower isn't so overt, and I'm not sure what my invisible one is, right? Like that's that could be tough. Again, you got people who just got, natural gifts. You could look at and be like, oh, LeBron, Serena Williams, Tiger Woods, E.T.
Well, don't say that, though. That's not fair, bro.
Okay.
That's not fair to LeBron. That's not fair to Serena. I think that they work so hard at what they do that you think is easy now. You think it's natural. You know what I'm saying? They didn't put in so many reps. We don't know. You got to remember, for a long time, Serena was in the shadow of Venus. I don't know what that was like. She wasn't on her level. Venus was winning championships and killing it. Venus was winning them, Serena was whatever. I don't really know with LeBron, but I'm sure LeBron still had to work hard, to get to where, he was. But I want to say this. I was funny. I was talking with Lashana today, and I don't think she would mind me, telling her whatever. But she called me and was like, "Okay, E, so you work with Tiffany, right?" I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Okay, how obedient are you to Tiffany?" And I was like, super obedient to Tiffany. I was like, you have to understand, I was with CJ, so I learned that it doesn't make sense to have a CJ in my life and I'm going to still be me. I was like, it don't make sense, Lashana. So the reality is, and so she was saying, well, I got Sophie, and Sophie be trying to tell me what to do, but I don't know, like, how much should I listen to her? You know what I'm saying? Should I listen to her 70%, 80%? Like, I don't really know. And I was like, well, you should listen to her 100%. Like, why do you have her if you're not going to listen to her? And so what I was explaining to Lashana is that your natural gifts will only take you so far, believe it or not. So what people will have to understand about me is, along with CJ coming with the not flinch movement, that's on everything. He ain't flinching, okay? So when he tell me to do something, he ain't flinching, okay? So when he say we need to do this and we need to do it this way, he not flinching. And so for me, it's like, okay.
For all of y'all out there who think we just talking about just business-wise or something, he done seen me not flinch physically.
Yeah, for real. That's just who CJ is.
I'm going to tell you those off podcasts because I don't want the people thinking different. Right, but I'm telling you, it's been some moments where I had to step up physically and not flinch for E too.
Absolutely. And so I'm saying, so what I had to learn how to do was to be obedient to something that doesn't come natural to me. And that's listening. You know what I'm saying? And being told what to do. You feel me? And even my wife would be like, yo, you listen to CJ, you don't listen to me like that in areas, right? So I had to learn how to, all right, I got to be obedient with this listening thing because it's just not my swag. I left the crib when I was 16 for a reason. And that was because I wanted to be independent. And where the reason why a lot of you aren't successful is because you believe in your natural gift so much, and you rely on your natural gift so much that it blinds you from operating in other areas that you should be operating in, right? Mm-hmm. And I mean that with all my heart. So I don't look at my speaking in such a, like, I don't romanticize with my speaking and go, ooh, I'm such a sweet, dope speaker, that I rely totally on that. And I'm saying this, and I want to take my time because I want you to hear me. I was just telling Didi the other day, I went to college with some very talented, intelligent people. Now, I believe the reason why I've had the success I've had, and some of the people who I look at when we were in college, and I believe that they could be more successful, I believe it's because they did rely on their natural gift. So if they were smart, they relied on the fact that they were smart, and they thought that their smartness, that one area, would take them the distance, see if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Where if they would have added to their natural intelligence, maybe humility, or if they would have added to it, the ability to listen, or like Carl said, be patient, they might be further along. But because they were affirmed at a young age and they were above everybody academically, they really felt in their mind, that this one thing is going to take me to the promised land. And I was explaining to Lashana, we have a natural gift of spontaneity. We have a natural gift of feeling stuff. I said, but Lashana, I'm going to be real with you. I didn't take off and explode until one, I got with the CJ personality, which is the pilot, that's still task. And then with a Mustafa, which is air traffic control, that's still task. So when I had to learn how to get more into my task part, that's what took me to the next level. And so I just want to make sure I'm clear. We're not saying to you that your natural gift should be looked at with disdain.
That's good.
But you notice that that 4 successful men, when asked that question, did not go to what you as C asked it, you was probably thinking, all right, I already got E down pat. I know what E about to say. I got Maul. I know what CJ about to say. Oh, I know what Carl about to say. And you were probably 0 for 4. He was probably 0 for 4. So what we're trying to tell you is, as I explained to Lashana, the area of growth for you, the thing that's going to take you to the next level, is not what you're naturally gifted at. That's just not going to take you there. but it's operating in those intangibles that is going to take you to the next level.
Let me take it a step further, though. E, here's the crazy thing. Me and Maul were talking earlier, Maul, if you remember. And I want to make sure everybody gets this. You know, my goal is never to talk theory, right? But and shout out to Nikki, who said every time I feel like I'm about to wax deep, I start playing with the sound. She was like, "Why you always do that?" I don't even got my headphones in. I usually do touch. I just realized I did it. I'm like, "Why am I doing this?" Because I was really thinking. What was I about to say? Okay, got it. So here's the thing. E, you just hit on something. I want to take it a step further. What happens is, if you pull the plug too early, or somebody somebody interferes with your growth to the point where you don't have to develop those. Okay. So I was forced to develop that loyalty because we weren't getting paid. You know what I'm saying? Like, anybody, I love it, but we got staff members now. Be like, I'm loyal. I'm like, you came in on the check. Right. Well, how loyal? I'm saying, I'm just saying, and I'm saying you. I'm not saying you're not loyal. Right. I'm saying,
but
just a different level.
He does want you to evaluate your level of loyalty.
Right.
I
mean,
based on
your brand of it.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, in a lot of cases, Maul not being able to have a child is what developed that faith. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But what happens now is, you just said it. Listen, it's so crazy. We so soft now, and we want to buffer our kids, and we want to buffer the world. And me and Maul were talking about that earlier. We said, yo, you ever talk to the people who like, they kid ain't playing, they ain't getting no playing time, and it's like the parent who like, it's politics on the squad. I noticed that the best players on the squad never had to worry about the politics. No, Maul, we just had this conversation, did we not?
Yeah, we just
Maul got a friend. He was like, my friend was like, my son ain't getting no tick on the football field, whatever. I'm about to go talk to the coach. And Maul told him, don't do that.
Don't do it.
There's a superpower that your child is getting ready to develop if you let they butt sit on the bench. That's not going to develop when you go in there cussing out the coach, talking about he should be playing.
You robbing your child of his work ethic. You robbing your child of the necessary steps that's going to – football in high school is only just a small tenth of what you're going through in life.
Oh, man.
Man, that's good, see? Nah, you hit it on the head,
and
bro.
here's the thing. You're not only robbing them by going and talking to them, you robbing them by affirming their foolishness of why they not playing.
Absolutely.
I ain't playing because the coach said I was at practice and he said, I wasn't like, nah, bro, you're not playing because you're not sweet enough right now.
You just
like
got
I'm just
an
saying.
excuse.
I've been on a lot of teams my whole life. Maul, you played ball longer than me. I never saw like the best player on the team, like, coach on some politics. Now I have seen, and Maul said it. Now I have seen politics when it's like, it could be you or you, and you got better grades, and maybe the coach feeling you a little bit more cool.
That's still your fault
it's a toss-up.
because you allowed the competition to be too close to call.
Okay, now we getting somewhere. Now we getting somewhere. Go for it, Maul.
Come on, Maul. Now we on the podcast.
Man, no, I'm sitting there listening to C-Dog and all right now because it's true.
You see what happened when I rubbed my temple?
Take that, Nikki.
But no, I think that's where, even to your point, I think that's where my vision came from. My vision came from because I wasn't surrounded around mansions. My vision came from because I wasn't surrounded around people that had a lot of money. So my vision came from not having, pretty much. Not having. And so, no, that's deep, bro. No, you hit it right.
I want to put in something for the parents, though. Maul, you heard Jalen in the background. We were supposed to start at a certain time, and I was like, man, I forgot. Because we on these time zone things. So Jay was like 1:30. So I was thinking he was talking about 1:30 our time. I wasn't thinking he was talking about 1:30, whoever he was doing the thing with. But you heard him in the background. Maul heard him in the background. So what Jalen was doing, and he's been doing it all week, is he's been doing courses. So he has his own company, Triple Double, and a part of Triple Double is something called Play the Hand That You Were Dealt. So he's got like a former like NASA engineer, like for real, and not Candace, this other kid. And he's got this dude who's like a phenomenal like SAT preparation kind of guy. And so they're literally doing their thing. Well, he was just doing his part for the extreme execution online, whatever. Maul heard him in the background like, he sounded like he got his mojo back. He sounded like, but the reality is, I try to be balanced with my son, but at the same time, Maul, it's like, I can't lie to Jalen. And one of the reasons why he is where he is right now is because I had to be straight, transparent. You had to, CJ had to, right? And so we had a discussion, Maul. I was like, I ain't gonna lie. You have people working for this company that are working harder than you working. They working harder than you working, bro. You bear the last name. But I can name some people who not making half of what you making. And they grinding and putting forth effort. Like, yo, bro, I'm not going to sit here and play no games with you. Like, that was your rookie season. And it is what it is, Ma. You know how rookie seasons are. You cut players some slack. I was like, bro, you're going into your sophomore year, bro. I'm not playing games with you. Like, flat out, you are capable of this. This has nothing to do with you, my son. You worked for a Hall of Famer for 4 years, bro. Let me tell y'all something. And I don't say this because it's my son. But you talk about the hardest workers in college sports, you talking about a manager, bro.
Oh, no
you talking
question.
about they got to go buy food for players and not necessarily eat. And you know where my son come from, Ma. He ain't used to serving nobody like that. You gotta be the first to practice. When everybody leave the arena, the game is over. You gotta clean that joker up. You got to watch film. Like, you the last one to go home when y'all travel, and y'all know, because, Ma, you in Chicago, so they travel in the Northwestern in the cold. You got to put the bags in. You got to take the bag. You got to put people's lunches on the bus. It's cold. You don't get the treatment that the players get. You know what I'm saying? You don't get that same treatment. And you did it for Coach Izzo for 4 years. Coach Izzo ain't he ain't no cupcake city with Coach. Coach talked to you direct. You feel what I'm saying? And so I'm like, yo, Boog, you had 4 years. You don't need to go get a master's degree or a PhD. You had 4 years with Coach Izzo. You got a master's. You got a PhD.
Right.
But how you work for Coach and what you did for them, you're not doing for your own family business, bro. Get out of that employee mindset. You own this doggone company. Like, when I leave, this yours. You gonna make sure your sister, your mom, even though his sister like, I'm gonna be the first billionaire. Anybody got time for that? I'm about to take this family to a whole nother level. But I'm saying, yo, son, you got something. Let's go. And so, Ma, when I heard him today, I'm like, okay, that's what I'm talking about. And I could have easily like, oh, you've gone through your COVID was a rough year. You've had some disappointment. Bro, I ain't got no time for that, because the world ain't got time for that.
Period.
So I'm saying to parents, we got to be careful, because you call yourself coddling, you call yourself, giving them a buffer, you call yourself affirming them. And I'm not saying you shouldn't be affirming your kids. I'm not saying you shouldn't be celebrating them. I told both of my children, Jalen for Valentine's Day, I said, bro, I celebrate who you are. I gave him a hug, Ma. I love you. So I'm not saying don't do that, but I'm saying don't put your child in a situation where, let me just say this, don't nobody love your baby like you do. And when they walk out that house, ain't nobody cut them. So if they gonna be with you for the rest of your life, like they're gonna live upstairs or in the basement, you gonna take care of them for the rest of your life. You keep on covering them. But one day they're gonna have to go outside, and my son gonna have to get clients. And those clients don't want to hear, that's E.T.'s son. No, they want to get the same results from Jalen that they get from me. So definitely love on your child. But I'm telling you, my mother, Ma, never, not one time, Ma, one time I used to be pissed at my mom. Not one time did my mother ever say in my face that she might have said it behind my back. I don't know. But my mother never said the teachers was wrong, ever. My mother never stood up for me. My mother always said, yo, the teacher said you bad, right? My mother always said, if the teacher say you ain't giving 120, you ain't giving 120. I don't want to hear your side of the story. I'm not interested. The teacher is a professional. And so, man, we got to be careful the way we talk about things around our children. The way, like, we got to stop letting them off the hook, because you can do it from 1 to 18, but they're going to go out in the real world. And not only are they going to go in the real world and come up against different people, man, don't put your child in a situation where they can't handle structure. I'm sorry. They can't handle structure. They can't handle stress. Don't put your child in a situation where, because you might die. And I know parents who died prematurely and left their children here. Don't leave your baby here and they can't fight. And I don't necessarily mean physically fight, but every time they get in a stressful situation, and we're seeing it, Ma, we're seeing children who cannot handle pressure, Ma. We're seeing children that cannot handle being teased. They cannot handle some of the things, Ma, that when we was growing up, bruh, I'm not saying it was right, but it was a part of life. Yeah. And our babies are being taught not to handle stress. The resiliency, the grit that they need to get through this mean, cruel world. I know what you're doing, Mama. I know he don't got a daddy in his life. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing, Dad. Your father wasn't in your life. I get it. Or your dad was there and you thought he was too hard and you're going to call yourself, you know what I'm saying, fixing what your father did. I know what you're doing, but I want to make sure you hear what CJ's saying. Do not put your child in a situation where they're not self-sufficient. Do not put them in a situation where they don't have the tools they need to get through this life, because they're not always going to be able to call you mama. And how dare you knock on somebody's door for your child, on your child's behalf? How dare you go up to the school and fight with people on child? You're doing your child, listen to me, you are setting your child up for failure. When your child doesn't have the coping skills that they need, they don't have, what am I looking for, Maul? The soft skills, the conflict resolution skills. Yep. Like when they don't when they don't have that, you setting your baby up for failure. So I'm not saying don't love on them, don't celebrate them, but also give them the tools they need to survive in your absence and when they're outside of your presence. Hey, My bad, C. I just had to go there.
No, that's great.
Perfect. What I want to ask, though, is how do we get people to value the intangibles or the less than stellar talents, the LeBron? How do we get that? Because to me, that's the difference, E. Like if I grew up and I realized that patience is a superb gift from 4, 5, 6 years old from God. Bruh, now, I'm not trying to be funny. Let's just use something tangible. If you remove the statistician from the NBA right now, bro, all we got is a bunch of muscle-bound, talented dudes.
That's all we got, bro.
You got nothing. Take the records away. You got nothing. So how are we not saying, yo, you a statistician? Oh, my gosh, bro. Do you understand that you just made LeBron James famous? Do you understand that you made Michael Jordan a dynasty?
Well, I say this, Carl, to that point, and E, you can interject, Maul, feel free. But here's the thing. You shouldn't be using your gift to get affirmed from the world.
Facts. That's a fact.
You're using your gift to please God. That's just really what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being real. Again, in my own situation, bro, I never did any of this to be like, have people be like, yo, see, you sweet. Yep. Like, that was never the goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, the goal was for me to maximize my potential. Yep. And I think a lot of times when you don't have that sexiest gift, right, that's like the outward adorning, like, oh, look at me, look at there, they walk through and everybody like, then sometimes we feel like our gift is less than. But it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, 100%. We know it's not. It's like, we know what goes into it, and I think E always did his best to affirm me and Carl, whether it was on stage or in a video or whatever, to be like, yo, y'all looking at me, but this is really the you know what makes the engine go. And so and I never needed that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, LaShawna needed. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
LaShawna like, look, give me all of that.
And what I love about LaShawna is she'll tell you she needed it. So she's not even playing with it.
No, listen, I told LaShawna, listen, sorry, LaShawna, I got to use your business. We need it for content.
Well, she the only one that'll let us use her without her quitting or crying.
No, LaShawna been here forever. LaShawna, I said to LaShawna, Maul, I said, listen, you love the limelight. You love to shine, right? Shout out to LaShawna. We got to get her back on the podcast, too. She lost over 100 pounds. We need to get her back on here. I mean, I know we had her on, but she's just killing it. Proud of you. All right, but anyway, she was like, she said something about, how does it feel when you hear E say your name in the speeches all the time? I was like, what? I was like, I don't care. And she was like, really? And I was like, what? She was like, I would die for him to just... in one of those viral video moments.
This was about 5 years ago, y'all.
It was a while ago.
In one of those viral videos for him to drop an L-bomb. You know what I'm saying? I said, LaShawna, if I tell you right now, this is a true story. I was like, look, if I tell you right now, I'm going to give you a $10,000 bonus on your check.
Or I drop an L-bomb.
Or E drop an L-bomb.
I witnessed it.
She was like, look, you keep that money.
Keep that 10 G's, bro.
If he was
let me get that L-bomb, E.
Bro, I said, LaShawna, 10 grand. She said, you can keep it.
That 10 grand, she could have bought a building with that 10 grand.
Oh,
my God.
But
That 10 grand, bro, could have.
To her point, though, the L-bomb might get her the type of recognition from me that will give her some other gigs or something.
Hey, you know what's so funny, though? Hey, you know what's so funny? Because this happened years ago, right? What's so funny, I just had a conversation with her yesterday. And it's about starting another company. And I asked her to start the paperwork, do everything. And she was like, if you just say my name and the business, hey, you know what? So I'm going to say it right now. Resource me.
Resource Me,
Hey, they started my corporation for the new security company, Resource Me, Lashana. Let's go.
Yeah, go.
Is it resourceme.com? But I was going to say this, Carl, to your
find
point.
It, Carl. Find it.
Just change the term, Carl, because I think to your point, to some people it is, it could be affirmation. But to your point, Carl, the statistician, the value of the statistician is out the roof. Like, I never even thought about it till you just said it. I wouldn't even know what Michael Jordan did other than the 6 championships.
But here goes my thing, though.
I wouldn't know his numbers.
Right, but the danger is in needing your affirmation from the outside world. I just think it's a dangerous spot. Like I told Lashana that I'm like,
but value don't got nothing to do with that though. See, value is what it is. Yep. You feel me? Like you are valuable as a statistician.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you don't see yourself as that because nobody told you that,
no question.
You see what I'm saying? Like that's the danger because now you relying on the outside world, and now we off into a whole nother podcast. But a lot of y'all, for real, I see you on Instagram. I see you like. You looking, and again, there ain't nothing wrong with social media. It's great. Yeah. But I'm saying.
We blew up from it.
But when you looking for that, right, but what I'm saying, when you looking for that to feed you,
right,
that's a dangerous place to be. And I look at these millennials and some of these Gen Z or whatever, and it's like, yo, they literally equating likes with their worth. And I'm like, yo, that's dangerous. And again, who would ever want to be a statistician? Yeah, it ain't no shine in that.
And I bet you my man was great in math. I bet you my man was sitting around. But see, this is something I want to, since we giving practical stuff, I'm going to get my Carl on real quick.
Let's go, Maul.
No, your gift, like I think a lot of people, they look for their gift in the positive things they do. And I think what people need to start finding their gift, your gift is not above ground. It's not in the positive things you do. Your gift is actually found in the dirt. It's actually found in the things that you're not doing.
Let's go, Maul.
I said, it's the truth. When you think about it, that's why I don't even call it a gift. I didn't start calling it a gift until CJ started calling it a gift. I was calling it a seed because a seed is planted in the dirt. Everything that I called a gift a minute ago is everything that I did not have. My faith level, like CJ came, but like CJ just said, my faith level came from not having a son. So therefore, I had to build my faith. My vision came from trying to step outside of seeing different things, than what was just in my community. The stuff that my school taught me, or my school showed me, or my blue collar community showed me. I had to create this higher level of living in my head, if that makes sense. I didn't have it though, but I seen everybody else they had it, so I had to create a vision of how I wanted my life to one day look, as opposed to living in the vision of what the school system, my job, and everybody else was giving me. So I think a lot of you guys listening to us right now, you're go through. If you heard people say it before, don't just go through it, but grow through it. Grow through whatever it is that you lacking in life, because I promise you, you'll find, if you really look and you really knock off the dirt, you'll find where your gift is. What you will find is right there, but you gotta grow through it. My faith level would never be the same if it wasn't for me not having certain things in my life, especially not having a son. That was a 7-year commitment level. And in that time period, I didn't just learn about faith. I learned about dedication and commitment, staying dedicated to the things that I said that I was gonna do, staying committed to the things that I said that I was gonna have.
Hey, and I wanna just put like real tangible now and not going deep, E. But the exact process that I went through in discovering the assessment and figuring out who I was in the assessment, I'm now using to coach people.
Absolutely.
Like, understand what I'm saying? So the very thing that was plaguing me, Maul, like, I don't understand why I'm this way, why I'm not seeing E looking at me like, dude, look, we got these high expectations of you. You're not living up to them. What's going on? Now that I'm understanding the assessment and understanding myself, all of the stress and frustration that I felt, now I can help somebody else get through that. So I'm telling you, go to that point of frustration. Go to the thing that's, I'm talking about, killing you right now, because it's that you're going to be able to come back and help other people from on the back end of this thing. ResourceMeLLC.com, y'all. Lashana ready with it. ResourceMeLLC.com. Make sure y'all check that out.
All of y'all who need your LLCs, your business license, copyrights, patents, things of that nature.
Lashana.
Yeah, go there right now.
Go there.
Lashana, make sure you get us a promo code, because I'm going to need that back end.
Facts.
You dig?
Facts.
Also, shout out to Organifi, the superfood green juice powder, keeping the podcast pumped up throughout the day, night. Man, we don't leave home without it, man. ORGANIFI.com, promo code SUCCESS. All right, you're going to get 20% off. shout out to them for being a great sponsor of this podcast.
They got, not to cut you, I think they actually got a promotion right now, y'all. I'm trying to find it in my email. See, they got a promotion going right now that I think if you buy the green juice, you get three additional packets free. Ooh. So you buy the green juice and you get 3 additional packets free. So go check that out, y'all. Y'all just search the website, Organifi.com. And we got our own link. We never even use that. /success. And you'll see the hip-hop preacher face right on there. Like Organifi.com /success.
Also, they have 2 more variants, Carl. COVID boys out. So don't chill. A lot of y'all thinking y'all can chill. You can't chill. You still need to keep that immune system growing. We got stuff coming from Brazil. It's stuff coming from all over the place. So let's keep that immune system strong, y'all.
Yeah, no question. You said coming from Brazil?
They got one from Brazil. They got one. I don't want to put UK out there like that, Carl, but I think we had one that came out here from the UK.
It is. That was the first one, I think.
That was the first one? Okay. So I just want y'all to know we ain't in the safety zone. Okay, we ain't in the safety zone.
They said the CDC just said you should double up on your mask now. They said double up, bro.
Can I do that? Is that possible? Put 2 N95s on top of each other? Got it. Keep that immune system up, y'all.
Also, man, make real estate real. Of course, man. The title sponsor of this podcast, Make Real Estate Real. Go to MakeRealEstateReal.com, man. Start setting your family free financially. What y'all got going on over at Make Real Estate Real, Mar?
Hey, man, people closing deals, bro. Closing deals like left and right.
Wow.
I'm just
shout out to my boy Brooks and his wife Tiffany. Coach Brooks, shout out to Baylor too, man. He a coach at Baylor.
Killing it.
Yeah, number 2 in the country.
You can't. Come on, you can't shout them out without shouting out the flight assessment. You know Brooks used the flight assessment, baby.
He did.
Hey, even the number 2 coach in the country buying real estate.
Shout out to them. They closed on their first property, and he sent me a pic with him and Tiffany. So shout out to Tiffany and Alvin, man, just killing the game.
They were able brother-in-law, sister-in-law just closed on the property too.
My brother-in-law, sister-in-law. Shout out to Marcel and Bianca. Yeah,
I like that. Your brother-in-law, sister-in-law.
Bruh.
I like that. We going deep and wide now, Mom.
No, let me tell you something. Like, and Candace will tell you the other day, she had a moment. She called Maul and was like in tears and was like, yo, I don't know what you're doing for the rest of the world, but as for me and mine, she was like, yo, this is like literally changing my family's life. And so shout out to them, man. They was able to follow the formula, do their thing. Of course, Train doing his thing. So it's real, man. And a lot of people being blessed by Make Real Estate Real at this moment.
Moose and Nikki coming next. Moose and Nikki coming next.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Moose and Nikki doing their thing. Make sure y'all check. Hey, man, we got a huge announcement with the podcast network. It's coming. You know what I'm saying? We putting it together. We got a few podcasts that's going to be joining the family, man. Again, man, just in our quest to give y'all great content, to give y'all great information, stuff that is, for the most part, family friendly, except for when Maul get to checking his wife's stimulus. Other than that, you know what I'm saying? We usually pretty, G-rated, other than Maul. Other than Maul's late night escapades being brought up to the podcast. We're usually pretty family friendly. So shout out to that. Also, Carl is just rolling, man. Like you don't even know. Carl is over here just killing it with the Solo Pro, man. Just super proud of him. Still just killing it, man, giving away incredible content. Carl, let us know what you got going on.
Hey, we just launched the 4th iteration of Solo Creator Pro. We got I think it's around 100. So our first group was 200. We're about 100 on this group. And let me just be real with y'all, man. I'm telling you, like, I still have not gotten negative feedback, and that's not on me. I still have not, again, if it's out there, please let me see it. We have not gotten a single negative review. People are like, yo, I did not know I could just use my phone to create content, create courses, and just like the information they're getting. It's just super practical, guys. I'm talking about like you getting a daily video that just instructs you on how to do everything. And once you get past this, I promise you, a lot of people hit me on the confidence, like, man, I ain't really want to be in front of cameras. Like, trust me, like I've been there, done that.
Let's go.
And we killing that now. So, man,
I need one of those for my water softener. A daily boy to my water softener thing, Mo. Hey, Carl, come on. Can you come up with a whole bunch of daily things to show people how to do stuff? That would be phenomenal.
I got you.
Shout out to Primo. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
He is 97% done. I gotta show y'all pictures, man. I can't see the difference personally.
Fire.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Cap.
I personally
put the cap on his head. Put the cap on his head. Just
Bruh,
gotta throw a cap
no,
on.
I'm talking about it don't even look like the same house.
Oh, hold on, man. Hold on.
Yeah,
We got to
blow you up.
Dear, you're live on the podcast. Hello.
Put her closer to the microphone, see?
Oh, she Bluetooth in.
Can she hear?
I think so.
Baby. Oh, where can I hear? I can kind of hear it through. She on the Bluetooth. Let's see. Can you hear? Oh, I can hear you now. You're live on the podcast, dear. You keep calling me while we're recording. Is everything okay?
Yes, you're supposed to be here already. There's a snowstorm coming.
Oh, okay. We were just talking about how.
Hey, see, she looking for a stimulus check.
I love it.
She looking for a stimulus check, see?
Dear, do you need your stimulus check?
That's all, folks.
Where does stimulus reside? Where does stimulus reside? Where does stimulus reside?
next week.
I'm on my way. You know what I'm saying?
It's a snowstorm coming.
It's a snowstorm, and I want to be inside. Baby, it's cold outside. All right, dear. I'm on my way in a minute. We finishing up right now. I love you. No, he's almost finished with the kitchen, man. I'm gonna show you. I'll show y'all some before and after pics, man. He did a great job. I ain't gonna lie. It increased the value. As Maul would say, you're not spending the money. You're transferring it into the
One
business.
to the next.
So it's in there. Also, I guess that's about it. Anybody got anything else? Well, I feel like we're missing something. Happy Black History Month. Anything else?
120 series.
120, dog.
120 series. Come on, man.
Come on, bro. This is what we on right now.
120 on 5. I didn't want to, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even want to mess up y'all look. Y'all want to keep y'all focused on what y'all doing. 120series.com. Just go there. It's still going on. You can still jump in where we are. Go back and get the replays.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. If y'all, hey, now this thing, I hate when I have to do this. It sounds like bragging because don't nobody big me up. I gotta do it myself, but I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, my session the other day, he called me. He don't never call me and say it was fire. He had to call me after. Was like, bro, when you brought that clip in,
I was just gonna say the clip was fire,
bruh. I blazed him with that. So if you missing my performance at the 120, I really feel bad.
Don't pay for it fair so you can see it.
Oh, I promise you. No, we do a lot of talking and hanging on here. We giving out some straight. If you like what you remember back in the day when you had the cologne, if you like Poochie, if you like Gucci, you'll love Poochie.
Poochie on a whole nother level.
Yeah, we on a whole nother level.
120 series. For real, when we do that kind of stuff, y'all, for real, we're like C said, it's not just us having a conversation, but we're literally giving you the system and walking you through the analytics so that you can walk away with the steps and go 1, 2, 3. So
that's what I was gonna say. Did Sierra leave? Man, we got some. Hey, listen, man, I told you. Our swagger in the back room is on 10, so make sure you visit the Grind Gear shop.
Hey, can we get a lock on that? Because every Sabbath I see Jamie singing it, swagger. And I know he ain't paying for it. I know he ain't paying for the swagger. Can we get a lock on the swagger? A swagger lock.
I promise you.
Except Jamie's the person that putting the locks on for you.
Oh, Lord. Have mercy. Jamie, are you listening to this, Jamie?
Hey, I'm just trying to see if we can get some blinds because me and Carl had some ghetto boxes up over the window. Back there. You can see it back there, but we had to take them off because it was looking crazy. So anyway, Maul looked like he ready to go get his third workout in for the day.
Maul got to jump on live.
Oh, that's right. Oh, shout out to
some of us still
Maul.
working, E. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, Maul. Welcome to my world.
It's Monday. Welcome to my world. It's Monday.
I'm not going to tell y'all again I get paid to think. You know what I'm saying? My checks come from thinking. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no worker. You know what I'm saying? My invisible superpower is thinking. What was I going to say? Oh, shout out to Maul, the Millionaire Moments on Monday. The last one was crazy. I tuned in, man. I was like a fan. Like, it was incredible, man. So, Maul, what you got for him tonight? And if you're listening to this, you already missed it, but you could jump on next Monday if you're hearing this over the weekend. Maul, let them know. How did it feel? You don't go live a whole lot, so how was it to go live and do your thing?
Oh, man, I don't go live a lot just because, I'm just one of them people that I'm not going live unless I got something to say.
Yeah,
so that's why you better tune in because I got a lot to say. So this right here, chapter 2, we're going over $1 million aspirations.
Okay.
$1 million aspirations.
Beautiful.
So, you know, you got them two different kind of visions.
Club,
you got
man.
the vision that your job give you. You know, hey, you can make it through the ranks of this company. And then you got the vision that God gives you.
Come on.
You got the vision your
Which
job
one you going
gives you.
with?
Then you got the vision that God gives you. Which one you going to choose? Meet me at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, make sure y'all checking that out seriously, man. 95millionaire.com. Yeah, go to 95millionaire.com. Make sure y'all pick up the book and join the book club with Maul. I tuned in, like I said, man, and it was incredible to follow along in the book, the workbook. Man, just incredible content. So shout out to Maul, man, for, again, you know, Maul, that ain't really his thing, to like schedule stuff. You know, Maul started breaking out in hives when you tell him he got to be somewhere at a certain time. That's the only time Maul. That's the only time Maul yell at me. Like that's the only time Maul get pissed. Like he'll just start going off on me for no reason. I'm like, bro, I didn't say you had. He be like, bro, I'm telling you, don't nobody tell me where to be, when to be. I'm like,
I pity the fool. I pity the fool to tell me where to be. I pity the fool.
Listen, Carl, we had an issue. We had an issue.
All this stuff that I done did all these years to now
my dad.
Get told
and my pops,
I gotta be somewhere at a certain time every
bro.
single Monday, every Wednesday.
We had a little schedule for Maul because Maul was like, we said like, let's say it was like Tuesdays and Thursdays at this time, and Maul called me. This was like 2 months ago, and I fixed it like instantly. And like still to this day, he'll just get on the phone and randomly start yelling at me about it. I'm like, Maul, I fixed it like 2 months ago, bro. You ain't gotta be nowhere. I get it.
We gotta make sure he don't make that mistake no more. Now I'm trusting him, right? He told my wife. Now CJ told my wife beforehand, before all this started, he was like, Camille, I promise you, I got your husband. I'm gonna make sure I take care of him. I got him.
Yeah.
Hey.
I remember Maul was like looking at me, he was like, hey man, I don't know about this personal development thing. Once I quit my job, what am I gonna do for the whole day? Nah, he'd be like, see, you got my schedule all full. I'm like, hey man.
No, see, I got, in all fairness, when we first started out, now, it wasn't personal development, it was real estate.
Right.
I was just real estate.
Real estate is
now,
personal development.
That's how you got you.
That's that CJ not flinching.
That's never
CJ not flinching, boy.
Never
flinch. So CJ gave me the crossover. He was like, "Nah, you not just real estate. You a motivational speaker too." Mm-hmm. So then it was the crossover boy, and then it was like, "Hey, well, you need to do your still doing your properties."
Now you're a professor,
right? Now I'm a professor
shout out,
too.
Shout out to E and Maul, professors at Lakewood University. All right, shout out to them, man. Make sure y'all check out Lakewood University for those of y'all looking to take it to that next level and get them college credits. Maul and E. Make Real Estate Real is accredited at a university, man. So shout out to that. And E got about 3 courses popping right now. It's crazy just to watch Dr. Thomas and Flash Gordon.
Flash
you know
Gordon.
what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm having a hard time just about one course. E be, Ma, I just finished my third one today. I'm
No, E, that's why I said E was talking about, you know, my Mondays is crazy. I'm like, E, yo, every day is crazy. How many calls would you say you on per week?
Oh my God!
I don't know, but we shut it all down. Carl gave me a word the other day. I made some phone calls, and we Monday every day we doing it all. And after that, it's over. Carl just gave me.
He just called me. He called me 3 hours ago. Said, "Hey, see, I just had a revelation. I'm only working on Mondays." I said, "What?
Let's go."
Yeah. Carl gave me the word for the day, so I'm good now.
All right. Well, my wife has requested a check of her stimulus, so I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here.
Hey, CJ got to be like Trump. He got to sign. He got to sign his own.
I got to sign my own checks. I got to put my name on it. You know what I'm saying? I got to put my name on it. All right. Well, as you can see, the sun is down, which wasn't out to begin with.
So what sun?
Me and Carl gotta ride up out of here. Y'all have a safe, productive, wonderful week. Hopefully this hour and a half made your day go by a little faster, made you have some enjoyment. All right. We love y'all. We out of here. We'll see you next week.
Go.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might, with all your soul.